my channel, Snowy Rose LV. As I mentioned last week in my introductory video, one of the topics I want to be discussing on this channel is some of the tips, tricks, books, apps that I picked up along the past year as I've been attempting to learn Korean. I'm still very much in the beginning stages of my language learning, but I really feel that I've found some good resources that I hope will be helpful to you as well as you begin your language learning journey. One such app that I'd like to discuss is called HelloTalk. HelloTalk's basic functionality is designed to be a language and cultural exchange. Now, before I get started on many of the benefits within the app and how it's helped me as I've been learning Korean, I do just want to take a quick moment, as the app does have a chat and kind of a social media-esque functionality within it, to just issue a word of caution, and please use the app wisely. Don't give out too much personal information. While I have had an overwhelmingly positive experience on the app with the people I have spoken with, I have seen posts from others who have encountered scammers and just generally shady people. So just please use the app wisely and don't get too comfortable with people that you don't really know, and just remember to be careful with what you're posting and how much you reveal. Now that being said, let's move on to the functionality of the app. One of my favorite functions within is actually that one-on-one chat feature. This feature is where you have that true one-on-one cultural language exchange. So what I really appreciate about this feature is that you're able to kind of create pen pal type relationships with people that can last for a long time. There's people I've been chatting with in this section almost daily for months now. The benefit of that, I feel, is that they know my language level, they know kind of my language learning history, and they're able to cater their answer to my questions to that, and they're also able to better help me because they know where I'm at in that process. One of the friends in particular I have on there that I talk to regularly, she will often post things both in Korean and then also in English, which is extremely helpful for me as my sentence structure currently is at a very simplistic level. So seeing her write things that I would want to say in a more complex sentence structure and sentence form, and seeing how those different elements of the sentence fall together is a great tool for me and has been very helpful as I'm trying to pursue and write more complex sentences. I've just really found this to be a helpful tool and just a cool place to just get to know people and have that cultural exchange together, and it's really kind of a fun thing to do. The next topic within the app I would like to talk to is about a feature called Moments. So Moments is actually where I feel I get my best constructive criticism from within the app. So I've worked on similar apps that have similar functionality as this section, but I'd received more negative feedback, and while I want to have truthful feedback, I feel the feedback on here has been very constructive and very helpful in what I've been doing. So this section is very much a you get out of it what you're willing to put into it type of section. So for me, I often take what I've learned from my textbook or what I've picked up when I've learned a new verb or a new adjective or something. I will then try to make sentences utilizing that terminology, and then I will post those sentences within Moments. So once I post it, then anyone who wants to, if they see it on their timeline, can come in and they can make corrections. The corrections here are extremely helpful as they are done in such a clear way that it is easy to compare your original sentence with what they corrected it. Sometimes I will be able to ask a follow-up question, not quite understanding why they used a different word than I chose or a different verb, and then finding out why they did that, which has allowed me to grow and go, okay, so this may be the verb for see or for watch or to write, but this verb over here is actually better used in this context. Another way I use this is to help with my pronunciation. So I have several books, or I'll use lyrics from songs I'm trying to do covers of, and it allows you the option of posting up to a minute clip of speech. So from there, I post my minute clip, and then I'll get feedback from those native speakers who will then either respond and repeat it for me so I can hear how to pronounce it, or they might just correct a single word and tell me to work on that. I just feel like it provides that fluid communication style that allows me something similar to a class where I would have classroom conversations that I don't really get to have not being actually in a class. Another element with that is the app does technically offer a one-on-one like phone call type of conversation. I haven't utilized this, but I could see that being beneficial in that way as well, as it would allow you that live interactive conversation, and then you can also help them with their English pronunciation and vice versa. The next section of this app, though, I would like to talk about is actually the classes. The classes are actually a relatively new function that was added to the app within the last year or so. The Korean class is on the alphabet and some of those basic just starting to learn functions, I think this is something really beneficial if you're looking for something a little bit more structured, as you are also able to reach out to the teacher in particular. I'm hopeful that they're going to add more in the future. They do come with a small fee, but if it's something that will help you, it could be very beneficial in your language learning. Overall, I think this is a really helpful app. I've appreciated all of the various elements within it, including the fact that it has a built-in translation feature, so I'm not having to copy and paste things and go to other apps in order to get those translations. I think it's probably going to continue to develop, and I'm going to continue to find new ways to best utilize it, and I will bring those to you when I do. For now, that's all I've got, and I will see you all next week.